and my light went out. And my light came back on. What's up, everybody? This is Scott. I am so sorry. It has been over a month since I sent you my last video. As you can see, I've been working on a new space for some YouTube videos, which you can't see over here, some lights and things like that. So hopefully you'll like this new setup as well. Today's video is going to be on Google Spaces and how it compares to Slack. There's been a lot of conversation lately about how Google Spaces came out really hot on fire. Oh, it could be a Slack killer and things of that nature. It's got a little bit of opportunity in terms of getting better. So I'm going to give you some reasons why I think Slack currently is better than Spaces, why I also think Spaces has the opportunity to be better if Google does take the time to invest in that application. I'm going to give you my top 3 things that I think Spaces needs to have to actually be a Slack competitor. Number 1, it absolutely has to have Hangouts integration. One of the things that Slack has is the opportunity to instant message back and forth with some of your colleagues while you're in the actual workspace, pardon the pun. However, Google Spaces right now, they don't have that opportunity. I have to exit the application and actually go into Hangouts to have that one-on-one conversation. If I have that ability built in, it's much more seamless. Number 2, one thing that Slack has is direct file sharing. While Google Spaces has that, it's a bit clunky. Right now I have to go to Google Docs, take a document, highlight it, share the actual link. In Slack, it's much easier. You just drag and drop. Boom, direct file share stays right then and there. I think that you actually have the opportunity in Spaces to integrate really well with Google Drive, but it has to be able to do Google Drive. So you have Google Documents, you have to be able to do Microsoft Documents. I know that that's something that's kind of frowned upon, but the idea is most of the world still works with Microsoft Documents. Number 3, they need to work on the security. Right now, anybody who has the actual link to get into Spaces has the ability to just go into that space. There is almost no security behind that. So if you don't trust the person to send them that link, that's over. That Spaces might as well be public. Damn it. Some honorable mentions in terms of what I think Google Spaces could use. The ability to tag someone, basically at them, and it gives them some type of notification. The ability to pin something to the top, because a lot of the stuff can get lost in the shuffle. If you go to the top, you have some type of important document and it goes all the way down to the bottom because it just basically floods your stream. Why do I think Slack is actually better than Google Spaces currently? Hello, integrations. Slack has this ability to basically integrate everything in the world into it. There's nothing that I'm missing if I actually go into Slack and use it. Some of those things that I said were lacking in Spaces is exactly what Slack has. Direct file share and direct messaging. I don't have to leave the application in order to contact somebody for an instant message conversation or share a document. And you can share any types of documents. What do I think Spaces has that Slack doesn't? You're inside the Googleverse. If you are well versed inside all the services that Google has to offer, you want to live within the Google sphere. Spaces gives you the opportunity to do that because of the limitations that Spaces has currently. You have to take that into consideration. You have the ability to use search, YouTube, and photos all within Spaces. Yeah. And that's it. That's my comments about Spaces and Slack. If I had to make a recommendation right now, I would go with Slack, but hopefully, fingers crossed, Google Spaces gets a little bit more love from the developers and I can see some further integrations with Google Spaces. That's it for today's video. As always, like, share, subscribe, thumbs up, leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys soon. Damn it.